"Mom, starting next month, we'll transfer all your money to my account." He said it like it was nothing, like I should be grateful. I smiled. I always smile when I feel the knife sink in. That night, as usual, Daniel and his wife Claire came for their weekly free dinner. My house, the one I built, maintained, and guarded alone after his father passed. They walked in with laughter, fake politeness dripping off their tongues. But tonight, their laughter died before they reached the dining table, because what they saw made them both scream. It started 6 months ago. Daniel had been distant, impatient. I thought it was work stress. Or maybe Claire. She never hid her dislike for me. Too controlling, too old-fashioned, too involved, she'd said once, thinking I didn't hear. But I did. I heard everything. Then came the documents. A neighbor's son who worked at the bank accidentally mentioned that my house deed was being transferred. He assumed I knew. I didn't. My own son had started the paperwork to take ownership. I sat with that fact for days. I didn't cry, not once. I just watched him. How easily he hugged me, how smoothly he asked if I needed groceries, how Claire called me Mom with that rehearsed sweetness. They wanted my house, my savings, my peace. They thought I'd die quietly. They were half right. The old me did die. The first move was small. I called my lawyer, quietly, discreetly, the same man who had helped me after my husband's passing. We reviewed every document, every account, every signature Daniel had tried to forge. He'd been sloppy, too confident. I transferred my assets, every penny, into a new trust, under my maiden name. My lawyer and I set up a clause. If I died, Daniel wouldn't get a cent. It would all go to charity. Then I rewrote my will, again, silently. I left Daniel something, my husband's watch, the same one his father wore the night Daniel was born. It was symbolic, a reminder of what he lost. The next step was emotional. Claire had always been proud, too proud. She boasted about her jewelry, her new car that Daniel financed, her perfect life. I knew her weakness, appearances. So I started planting seeds. At dinner, I'd casually mention that Daniel had been withdrawing large sums for investments. I'd say it like a joke, with a laugh that lingered a little too long. Then I'd pretend to forget their anniversary. "Oh dear," I'd say, "I thought you two might be struggling. Daniel mentioned cutting expenses." Claire's smile would tighten every time. Paranoia is a beautiful weapon. Soon she started calling me during the day. "Has Daniel said anything strange to you?" she'd ask. I'd play dumb, soft, innocent. "No, dear, is everything all right?" By month 3, she'd stopped wearing her wedding ring. By month 4, Daniel's calls came less often. By month 5, I heard from a friend that Claire had moved into her sister's house for space. And by month 6, Daniel came to me, alone, desperate. "Mom, Claire's accusing me of hiding money," he said, rubbing his temples. "She thinks I used her savings. Can you tell her that's not true?" I looked at him. My son, my betrayer. "I can," I said, "but she won't believe me." He looked small, like the boy who once hid behind me during storms. But I didn't protect him this time. Now, tonight, the dinner. I cooked his favorite meal, braised lamb, garlic potatoes, wine. He came with Claire, both of them pretending everything was fine. The air between them was tight, brittle. We sat, ate, spoke about nothing. Then, after dessert, I excused myself, went to the study. When I came back, I placed 2 envelopes on the table. "One for each of you," I said. Claire opened hers first. Divorce papers. Her eyes widened. "What? Daniel, what is this?" He turned to me, furious. "Mom, what did you—" "Read yours," I interrupted. He tore it open. Inside was a copy of my new will and a single sheet listing every asset he thought he owned, each one marked transferred. He froze. What is this?" "It's what's left, Daniel." My voice was calm, steady. "Nothing." I leaned forward. "The accounts? Closed. The deed? Gone. Every cent you tried to take moved, legally, permanently. He went pale. Claire stood up, shaking. You knew? I've always known. Silence. The clock ticked behind them. Then Claire grabbed her bag and stormed out. Daniel didn't move. He just stared at me, like he was seeing me for the first time. Why? He whispered. I smiled. Because you forgot who taught you how to play games, son. He stood, trembling, and left. They screamed when they entered earlier, because of the empty walls. Every picture, every memory, every trace of them, gone. I had packed them away. My house looked bare, unclaimed. It wasn't their home anymore. It was mine again. That night, I poured myself a glass of wine. The silence was thick, perfect. For the first time in years,